Hey everybody, this is Brian with Bear Cards 34, coming back with another mail day video today. Real quick, just wanted to show, this is a Bill Munson 1969 Topps Near Mint 8. This is him on the Detroit Lions. And so for my mail day today, I found a couple nice pickups that were a good price for me. And so I went ahead and got these. This right here is the 1966 Bill Munson from Philadelphia. And you notice here he was on the Rams. So the reason I picked up Bill Munson cards is he was a member of the Utah State Aggies, my alma mater. And so along with Chicago Bears, I really like collecting players who played in the state of Utah. And then in addition to that, I also picked up this Bill Munson. And I already had this card, but not graded. And I found a really good deal on this for the PSA 8 for his rookie card. So Bill Munson here, I'll just kind of mention this. He started off with the Rams. He was actually, born in Sacramento, California, but then went out to Utah State to play college. He broke a lot of the passing records. Obviously, they had been passed since then, and most recently, most of our passing records are with Jordan Love. But he was the Utah State Athlete of the Year, and then went on to be drafted as the 7th overall pick by the LA Rams back in 1964. And during his rookie season, he actually had a 95-yard touchdown pass. He did lose his job eventually as the starter to Roman Gabriel, and then he was traded to the Lions in 68, and that's why you see him. He had a few years with cards with the Lions, and he kind of split starting duties with Greg Landry. They kind of went back and forth as the starter for a few years. And then in his final seasons, he was a backup with the Seahawks, the Chargers, and I think the Bills. And then he retired just before the 1980 season. He started 66 games, and he played in over 100 games. Unfortunately, in 2000, he had come home from a dinner out with some friends, and they believe that he may have tripped and fallen into his swimming pool in his backyard, maybe while trying to get into his house. And he passed away, unfortunately. So really sad, that, but really happy to pick up these cards. He's considered one of the Utah State Aggie greats, and nice to get his first 2 cards now. In addition, I will just wanted to give a quick shout out to a channel. I'd encourage you guys to look it up. I'll send a link, but it's Undrafted Player, also known as Fabien the Frenchie. So he's a great guy in the community. He's in France, which I think is so cool, and he's got an awesome French accent. He's been a subscriber to my channel for a while now, and I've always appreciated his comments and his positive attitude. You can tell he really loves U.S. sports, and I would recommend. He's recently started up his channel with some videos, has some really cool content on there. He's got some TTM through the mail, some pack openings, some memorabilia, some really cool stuff. And I think it's great to support people, especially when you have someone way out in France who's into the hobby. He's a great member of our community and has some really cool, fun videos and an awesome accent. So go check him out. And like I said, he's been really great. I really appreciate him and his comments. And check him out. Speaking of comments, by the way, I will show you this video, or this mail day, I think. Yeah. Ooh, okay. As a Bears fan and not having any of his autographs, this was a really nice pickup for me. It is a sticker auto, and he has a great signature. He really spells out his name, and unfortunately it kind of cuts off on the edges because of that. But that being said, I'm okay with that. I love that card. So speaking of comments, I had my first ever hate mail the other day. So that was kind of nice. Yeah, he basically described my content as absolute dog, and I'll edit it here, dog excrement. So not just dog excrement, but absolute dog excrement. So thank you very much. I appreciate the feedback. And I don't know. I don't know if one of my viewers flagged that comment or if YouTube did it automatically, but it's not there anymore. But I'll always have the lovely memory. So here we go. All right. So this is Phil Olsen. Now this is Merlin Olsen's brother. You guys might have seen me open up some Merlin cards recently. So Phil also attended Utah State like his brother. It is not from 1998. This is, what year is this? 72 maybe? 72, 73? So this is a Phil Olsen card with the Rams. Along with being Merlin Olsen's little brother, he was a great player at Utah State. I mean, he was an All-American, excellent player, a lot of potential. He was the 4th pick of the draft in 1970 by the Boston Patriots. And then unfortunately, he had a really severe knee injury during the All-Star game in Chicago. And he ended up missing his entire rookie season. So he never played with the Patriots. They did trade him to the Rams in 1971. And it was the first time ever that you had brothers lining up side by side. He did win the starting spot. So he was lined up right next to his brother. And then what's horrible is he ended up injuring that same knee just after winning that starting spot at defensive tackle. He was able to work his way back to play the final half of 71, and he started. And then he started all of 1972 next to Merlin as well. He played for the Rams through 74, and then he went over to the Broncos from 75 to 77. And then he went to the Bills, and then unfortunately he had a 3rd knee injury and had to retire. I think he lives in Montana now. He's in the Utah Sports Hall of Fame. And I know he was at Utah State for the ceremony when his brother Merlin's statue was made. And really talented player. Who knows what would have been had he not had those knee injuries. I don't know that we would necessarily be comparing him with his brother, but certainly that impacted his career, I would say. All right, now this is, this right here is Al Smith. This is numbered, there are only 1,360 of this card. It's still crazy to me that they make that many of the autos, but this is number 28, and it's my only Al Smith auto. I don't know if any of you guys, kind of followed the sports back in the mid-'80s to early to mid-'90s, but Al Smith was a very good player for the Houston Oilers. He had a 10-year career, all with the Oilers, made 2 Pro Bowls, and he was an All-Pro it was either 92 or 93. He was an All-Pro. He was a 6th-round draft pick, too, so, I mean, he really did a good job of making something. So I'm very happy to have this Al Smith card as well. And then I'll just kind of finish up. I purchased a handful of Robert Turbin cards. He was my original PC along with Bobby Wagner. But Robert's cards are way more affordable than Bobby Wagner's, and rightfully so. This is a cool card. His nickname is Sea Hulk because he was a big fan of the Hulk, but also he has just ginormous muscles. And kind of he's definitely showing them off there. But that card was just, I think, like $1. So it's kind of fun to get that one. And I have a couple others. So to save time, I've opened the envelopes off camera. Wow, I wasn't expecting, I should have expected for this. Okay, so anyway, this is also a Robert Turbin, but I did not bring anything sharp. And I think this one was $3.99. Boy, I should have looked inside to realize. Holy moly. This is going to make for good TV, right? Man, maybe my channel is dog excrement. Holy cow. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to ruin the card, and I don't have anything sharp. So, what do you guys think? Pretty nice, right? Seems in good condition, yeah. I'll show you guys that at another video because that's going to take too long. Okay, so with this one right here, this was $2.99 for this one. Autographed jersey, rookie card right here. So he was a 4th round, 106th overall pick. And for the final one, this one was $1.99. I really like this one. This one's a 15 out of 349. Really nice patch with the auto. Definitely like that one. And probably this is probably everybody's favorite, I would imagine. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll be back with more soon. Everybody take care. And to finish things out, go Bears.